Welcome to my channel. My name is Christine and I'm officially a van lifer. My dog Nellie and I live full-time in a 2004 Honda Odyssey minivan. The road leading here has been filled with obstacles and challenges, and they aren't over yet. This won't be the van life channel with drone shots of the glorious waterfall somewhere with cascading blue waters. This is more like floating on a murky lake with a raft that has all the holes taped up, at least for now. So, as this story unfolds, I hope you will join me as I navigate my journey to finding myself again. With support from viewers like you, maybe I can post those glorious drone shots sometime soon. So, you know the drill. Hit those like and subscribe buttons. I also have a list of links in the description to my Amazon wishlist, as well as monetary links if you want to buy me a coffee. So, let's begin. Right now, you're watching me clean out my 1978 Dodge van, which was supposed to be my actual van life vehicle, but this 47-year-old girlie is pretty darn tired. She needed more work than I realized, and it's just becoming more of a project. So, for now, we're going to wing it in the Honda and take Betty, aka the Dodge, back to the storage yard. I've actually listed her up for sale if anyone's interested. She's a solid van, and when she's finished, she'll be pretty awesome. I just don't realistically know if I can afford to restore it, but I'm going to continue to work on her as time and money allow. So, I converted my Honda into a makeshift camper. This way I could throw all of my things into storage and just hit the road. Cold turkey, no plan, no savings. Barely enough money to get to the next destination. I took all of the seats out of the Honda, I stored them in the Dodge to save space in my storage unit, and Betty went off on the tow truck, and we'll get to that footage here in a little bit. I'm behind on posting because things have been insane, and I've been barely keeping my head above water, but I'll be catching this channel up in the next couple of videos. As I'm narrating this, I've been in San Bernardino for 2 weeks, and I've basically been in vacation mode. I'm staying with my bestie, who I haven't seen since I moved back to California 2 years ago, and I've just been decompressing. It's been so hot, and her house doesn't have AC, and to add insult to injury, the AC compressor in my Honda also just crapped out. So it's been pretty miserable. I've been buying and flipping things on Poshmark, but I am quickly seeing how it will be a challenge to travel with a bunch of thrift finds taking up valuable cargo space. It is a real struggle, let me tell you, to simplify and live minimally. I am planning to head back to Sacramento this week, and I'm going to be holding some live shows to get rid of the rest of my fabrics and business supplies and just stuff I don't need anymore. Hopefully, I can raise a decent amount of money so that I can finish building out my Honda and then go up to Oregon for the rest of the summer, or at least some of it, and enjoy some true outdoors experiences. I have a long list of spots that I want to visit up there. My sister and one of my good friends also live up there, so I'll plan to spend some time with them as well. And just see if Oregon is truly the place that I want to settle for a while I save up some more money and decide if I want to buy another van, some type of RV. I'm looking at possibly step vans, or maybe even a bus. I'm also still strongly considering Mexico, but that has even more financial and other logistical things that need to be worked out, so I don't know if that's a reality or not, but you'll have to stay tuned if you want to find out. So let's get into the rest of this video and get you guys caught up on my timeline. Thanks for watching. It's 1:30. It has taken me the better part of the day to get everything out of here, cleaned up, sorted, and organized. It took me longer than I thought, but I'm also not trying to rush. I'm just trying to do this at a leisurely pace because I have been so exhausted from trying to rush to get the Honda going that I'm like literally burnt out, but like this still needs to get done. So, I've taken my time to eat, which normally I don't stop to eat or I'll grab a snack. So I literally sat down and had lunch. you know, so I've been taking breaks. But I got this looking good, which I'm happy with. So the next thing is pulling these seats out of the Honda. And the power steering hose still hasn't got here. It's supposed to come by 7 today by UPS. So I'm kind of saying that's not going to get done today, because once I get started on pulling out these seats, I got to finish with that. So the hose will probably be for tomorrow, but that's okay. It is what it is. So that's what I'm going to get started on right now. Okay, so I stopped again for a minute, which I don't like to do, because the second you stop, you start feeling tired because your energy, it stops flowing. So I'm sitting here and I was checking on some texts and stuff, and all of a sudden I'm feeling like, oh my God, I don't want to get back up. I got the 2 middle seats out, and I do this stuff with knowing, but not completely thinking it through. So like, I knew when I did my research that those seats are about 68 pounds each. I didn't put 2 and 2 together that could I actually lift 68. What did I say? They were 68 pounds each. So I got those 2 out, barely. The first one wasn't that hard because I wasn't already exhausted from lifting one. The second one, I kind of had to, thankfully that was the one nearest the curb. So I kind of rolled it out and rolled it across the grass. So I was like, oh. And so then after I did that, I started thinking about it. This back seat weighs 128 pounds or something like 110, 100, I don't know. It weighs more than 100. And I mean, I can probably get it out, but I won't be able to get it out regardless, because the bolt, I guess it is, that holds it in, it's like a hex. I think it's like a star. It's like a large star. It's one of the inward, and it's a large star. And the largest one that I have is too small. So I'm going to have to Google what size that is. And I need to wait for someone that can come and help me with lifting it out. So for now, I just left it up in the car so I can take a picture of it like this, because I'm planning on selling these. And then I'm going to wipe the other ones down because I got a little bit of grease on them, and take pictures of those. And then the hose just got delivered by UPS. It is sitting there on the front seat. So I wanted to like vacuum in here and clean up a little bit, but I am probably not going to do that. I'll just wait now at this point until I'm done with getting everything dirty, because I already vacuumed in here once and it's already a mess. So I'm going to do the photos of these chairs. That way I can put those other 2 into the Dodge and get that all out of the way. And then, I mean, it's still early in the day, so I could maybe rest for a little while, and then I could come back out here around 5 o'clock when it cools down. It's actually not too hot right now, but it's probably going to get hot within the next hour. So I could probably come back out here later, and then I could probably do the power steering hose tonight. And that would be great if I could get that done and going, so that tomorrow I would hopefully be able to drive the van places. So we will see. But let me get finished with getting these seats posted so that I can get going before the heat gets too bad. Okay. that sensor shut. It's pretty right on. All right, guys, as you can see, I just opened the new power steering hose and it matches up. It matches up. One thing I wasn't realizing is this sensor. I didn't know that has to get transferred over. And I was wondering if I should have changed it, but I guess I'm going to use the same one. I mean, I don't have any codes coming from that sensor yet. Or I don't know. Honestly, I'm not even sure what that one is. I'll have to look that up. But let's get this bad boy put on. It is 1:30. It is Thursday, I'm pretty sure. I don't know the days anymore. I finally have finished with this power steering hose. I haven't been filming a lot because I just wanted to get it done. My neighbor came over and helped me. So grateful for that. We finally managed to get it in there. We had to bend it a little bit at the end, but it's all good. We've got it in there, and I just finished draining the motor oil. It looks really nasty. So I finished tightening all the stuff down, you know, the hose, all that. So I'm going to finish with changing the oil, and I'm going to clean up the undercarriage, you know, just double check there's no oil or any kind of spray or anything on the belts, and that all the sensors and everything are hooked up. And then we will try to take this thing on a test drive. Okay, so it's the moment of truth. I've gotten everything back together. Fingers crossed that I double checked everything is plugged in where it's supposed to be. I got the tires put back on. My knee is going to be hurting later, but it's worth it. I'm about to fire it up. Fingers crossed. Fuck. The light's still on. Fuck. Okay, so it sounds really good. The engine light is on as I'm sitting here, but it's not blinking. Uh-oh, it didn't like that. Fuck. Okay, I'm gonna try to drive it around the block. Okay, so I took it around the block. It definitely sounds better and feels better. It's not shaking anymore, so I have a feeling that changing the spark plugs definitely helped it. The check engine light was on solid until, like, I think I turned a corner or something, and then it started blinking. So I'm wondering if it is that power steering pressure sensor that I had to like monkey rig together. That I'm pretty sure I got it in there solid, but maybe when I'm turning the corner, it's either that or there's maybe another sensor where like a wire is loose. So I'm gonna have to get back up under there. I guess it's gonna have to wait until tomorrow morning, and I'm gonna have to inspect all, or maybe tonight if I feel better. Like, I'm gonna go rest right now. I've been out here. I'm happy that I got it going, that it's still driving. But yeah, it's got to be a sensor or something. I'll get my friend's code reader and I'll come back out here after I feel better and get a little bit of rest, and I'll see if it gives me the same code or not. I mean, I'm anxious to see what it reads right now, but I want to go back in and just relax, and we'll see what happens. What's up, everyone? So it is now close to 7, I think. It's finally cooled down. I put the code reader back on the van, my roommate's code reader, and it did come back with the misfires in 3 and 5 and random unknown misfire. So I already kind of had a feeling about that, and I ordered the new ignition coils already earlier today. What's up? Happy hot Friday. It is 100 degrees. It's almost 1:30. I just got the new coils delivered from Amazon, so I'm gonna put on a sun hat and sweat through it. It's not any worse than when I lived in Tucson, so I'm not gonna complain. We're gonna get this going, and then we're gonna see if our misfire code finally goes away. I got to bleed the power steering, I think, a little bit more because it's still making a noise. Has to be air in the system, because the only other thing I can think of is that means I'm gonna have to replace the other hoses and the fluid container, which I don't want to do because I don't want to spend more money. And they look okay, but they could not be good. So you never know. All right, let's get these put in. Okay, it's time for moment of truth number 3, take 3. I don't know which one to call it. I got the new coils put in. I lost my Allen wrench, and then I remembered that I just bought the hex Allen like socket set so that I could do the back seat because it was larger than my largest one. So I may as well put those to good use. I kind of wanted a set anyway. So, but I don't know, my Allen wrench, it fell somewhere down by the radiator fan. I don't think it's blocking anything. I looked really well and I couldn't find it, so it's going to fall out at some point. And I guess I may as well just call that one toast. So I'm about to turn this bad boy on and see if it gives me a code. Okay, my engine light is still on, but I also had a code for the oxygen sensor. And that rattling that I thought was the catalytic converter is now almost completely gone. Yeah, this sounds so much smoother. So much smoother. Okay, I bled the power steering a little more and the sound has completely gone away. So I'm going to take it for a test drive around the block. It sounds really smooth. I'm so excited, and I will tell you guys maybe in this video or my next one what my total spend was to do the tune-up. It turned into more than a tune-up, but it wasn't that much. I want to say it was less than $500 for all the parts that I bought, plus the cost of the van. So I think I spent close to $1,500, and I think I can go at least, hopefully let this van last for a year. So let me give it a test drive. Oh, it's so quiet. Yes, I am a genius. Oh, power steering still sounds a little squirrely, but I think it just needs to kick all the rest of that air out of the system. But it sounds really smooth. Ah, dang it, I went a little hard over that speed bump. Oh, I am so ready, so excited. Summer vacation, here I come. Summer vacation, you're the one. Yeah, don't mind me, I'm just so excited. All right. Oh, I got her going. I'm so excited. I'm the fucking she-boss. I can do anything. Hard work fucking paid off. Hell yeah. I got a diamond in the rough. I am at the gas station. I am so excited to put gas in my car. You have no idea. Like the joy that I feel right now to be able to go wherever and not have to stress. This is great. I am like 180 on how I feel. I went and did a bunch of errands. I went to Walmart. I got a dash kit for the stereo. Paid a little more than I wanted to. Like, the prices on the thing weren't matching up, but I'm tired. I wanted to just get the stuff and get home so I could work on this tonight when it cools down. So I paid like $3 more for that than what it said on the sticker. And then I got a different sunshade because the one I bought on Amazon I don't really like. That said it was like 12 something and it rang up for 17, but I was like, I'm tired. I wanted this specific sunshade, the kind that's like 2 pieces. Anyway, so I'm about to put gas and then I am about to drive home. It's been driving amazing. And also the best part is, like, after I got down the road a little bit, the check engine light has completely gone off, and it's been off. And so it went off on the way to my first stop, which I was going to Eco Thrift, and I ended up turning into the wrong shopping center. So I stopped, it was Grocery Outlet, and I got like some stuff in there. And then from there I went to Eco Thrift, which was just like a block and a half up. And then from Eco Thrift I went to Walmart, and from Walmart I went here. And all that way, at least 6 miles almost, the light has not come on. And I still have about 3 miles until I get home. So fingers crossed. Maybe the sensor was just dirty or not all the way clipped in from the get-go. And anyway, I ordered 2 and they're on their way, so I can have them in the car as backup because I'm sure at some point it's going to go out. So let me gas up and then I will get home.